The White Sox welcomed Braden Montgomery to the bigs last night, and he announced his presence with a walk-off home run. They're 45-22. The White Sox are 35-31 and currently hold a share of first place in the AL Central.
There's look at Davis Martin. Last time out was a tough outing for him, but at home he's been close to spotless. On for the 13th start, the ERA a little above 2.5.
Harris, a left-hand batter. He had 3 hits last night, and he leads the major leagues at .377 on the road.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Good start for Davis Martin.
He does get him in a position where he can wipe him out. And a good pick by Caro. The big first out for a guy who last night was very much a thorn in the Sox side.
Olsen putting together a fine season. Leads the majors with 38 extra base hits. 2 home runs last night.
Davis Martin.
Good work by Martin in the first. Braves go 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the first.
A young Chris Sale on the mound for the Chicago White Sox at the beginning of his career. He was the 13th overall pick by the Pale Hose coming out of college in 2010. Strong draft. He's number 2 in WAR since then, behind only Manny Machado. 274 Ks with the White Sox and a multi-time All-Star.
But what an incredible career it has been, and what a great year it has been so far here in 2026. Velocity has been great. Just really incredible to see what he is doing here at age 37.
And 1 down.
Power bat here of Randall Grichuk.
Grichuk has seen him a lot.
Grichuk in on the hands, fights it off into left field, and he will pick up the first hit of the ball game.
He's now 7 for 28. That's .250 career average against Chris. That'll bring up Miguel Vargas.
Slider, and that one is fly off into center field. A great piece of hitting for Miguel Vargas. Back-to-back singles for the Sox.
Well, the baseball adage is if you're going to get to a really good pitcher, get to him early, or you might not get to him at all.
Here comes Edgar Caro.
Swing and a miss on a 4-seam fastball, and strike 3 for Caro. So 2 down, and what a moment last night for this White Sox rookie. This is a really young White Sox team. He's the 14th different player to make his major league debut this season. That's a program record, and nobody had a debut like he did.
The 0-1 is hit on the ground over to third, picked up by Riley, and he'll get the out at first base. That was kind of an in-between one bouncer, but a nice play by Austin Riley. And the Sox strand a couple after an inning.
1 out for Mauricio Dubon, getting his first look at Davis Martin.
And he serves this one into center field. 1 out single. First hit of the night for Atlanta.
A lot of these guys are seeing Davis Martin for the first time, and Mauricio Dubon is one of them, but he does a really nice job. That's a slider that's away. You see him so often, his ability to cover everything.
Austin 1 for 4 last night. And he hits Riley. 2 aboard for the Braves here in the second. So 2 aboard for Mike Yastrzemski. Up the middle, backhanded stab, Mydroth can't get rid of it. And the Braves have loaded the bases.
This went from looking like it had a chance to be a base hit in the center field, and then you got concerned about at least a force out at second.
Good job by Mydroth of just getting to the ball, getting the ball in his glove. If that does not go in the glove, that's a run scored for the Braves, and it's not ideal for them with the bases loaded, but they did save a run for now.
Early opportunity for Atlanta. Bases loaded, 1 down for Jorge Mateo.
Did he go? Yes, he did. Big strikeout for Davis Martin, out number 2.
There's the expanded zone, and a huge strikeout for Davis. He throws the spinner. Mateo cannot check it up. Once again, Edgar, equal to the task, blocks it, keeps the bases loaded.
Now the number 9 batter, Austin Wins. And he slaps the liner to right, and a running catch made by Braden Montgomery. Braves leave the bases full after an inning and a half. Now the first baseman, Gonzalez. His night last night, Jacob went 2 for 4.
2-2 to Gonzalez. Catches the edge for a strike. Second K for Sale.
This is the 2-seam fastball, so it's going to have a little run there backdoor. Good job by Austin Wins in the way that he framed this up. Looked like maybe unintentional that went backdoor, but at 97 it played.
Tristan Peters, the batter.
Here goes Acuña again, and a little tapper past Sale's reach. Ozzie slings it over to take care of Peters and end the inning.
Martin against Michael Harris, the second.
Appeal to third, and he did go around. Jonathan Parra on the call. Another strikeout for Davis Martin.
That's a real sharp breaking ball these days, and he did indeed go around. I mean, this is a good call by Parra at third. Harris didn't like it. You swung, pal. Take a seat.
Here is the big bat in the lineup, Matt Olson.
Instead, he rips a line drive to right field. All's well that ends well, and he gets another hit.
Inning continues for Dominic Smith. We're scoreless in the top of the third.
And he drives this one into left center field. That gets down for a hit. Olsen motors to third, and the Braves, wide turn and dropped at second base by Maedroth, and Dominic Smith bailed out by the drop.
A little aggressive here from Dom Smith with 2 outs.
Smith went about a third of the way to second base and then hit the brakes and headed back to first. So they're at the corner spots with 2 outs. He swings and lofts out into right. Braden Montgomery going back on it, and right on the edge of the warning track, he'll put it away. So Martin has done his best work with men on base, as the Braves have stranded 5 over the last 2 frames.
That is a hand, that left hand, that left arm that God certainly touched. It's been a special run, and it's not close to being over for Chris Sale. And is still seeing 99 miles an hour as a 37-year-old.
1-2 pitch. And he burned him. Swung on, missed at a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Strikeout number 3 for Chris Sale.
Here comes Braden Montgomery. He grounded out in the first inning. And he swings and he lines into the corner and left. That's a fair ball. And he's on his way to second. He's got a double against Chris Sale. So it keeps checking off firsts. First hit from the right side.
Yeah, and well, first double.
First double as well. Yep.
Got a slider down and in, and I mean, he got the barrel down on that. Puts himself in scoring position.
So a single and a home run yesterday. Now his first career double tonight in his second game for Braden Montgomery.
So now with nobody out, a great opportunity for the Sox to push across at least one.
That is smoked into center field. Montgomery, he'll be waved in. No throw home, and the Sox strike first. RBI single from Derek Hill makes it 1-0.
Hill has been up twice, and twice he hit line drive rockets. This one back through the middle, his 8th run driven in this year. And more important than that, the double starts it, the singles cash it in, and the Sox have the lead.
There goes Hill as he swipes second.
Tough pitch to handle for Wins, and a great jump by Hill. He just takes off. Chris Sale doesn't pay much attention. It's almost a delayed steal, and I don't think Wins picked it up. Either way, another runner in scoring position, and the swipe tag misses.
Gonzalez to the right side as Olsen keeps it himself, but he does his job as Hill gets to third.
He's going to go back in the dugout, and he's going to get high fives from a number of Sox players, because that's exactly what he had to do. Really nice at bat. That's great offensive execution.
1 out for Luisangel Acuña.
Here's the payoff. Chopper, Hill, he's coming home. Sale slides, still makes the play, but the run scores, and it's a 2-0 White Sox lead.
RBI 7 for Acuña, who got the job done. That little chopper in the infield left Chris Sale with only 1 play. And this is an outstanding play by Sale. And Chris does an outstanding job of getting the throw off and getting him at first base. It's a whale of a play. Sox lead by a pair.
Big bounce back outing here for Davis Martin tonight.
This is the home version of Davis Martin, and he's been unbelievable here. He started 5 times. The Sox have won each and every one of those, but his ERA is minuscule in this ballpark.
2 away in the 5th inning. And brings Edgar Caro to the plate. 3-2, locked him up. Fastball 97. He didn't even swing. What did he think was coming?
He wanted fastball up and away. He got fastball in and sits down for the 3rd time on the night.
And into the bottom of the 5th. We'll go to the top of the 6th. 2-0 White Sox.
You would think that Will would love to see Davis Martin face, at the very least, the 2 right-handers, Dubon and Riley. But Yastrzemski is hitting 3rd, and he's hit Davis well.
Got it by him. A little extra gas on that one.
This is 4-seam fastball. He was using the off-speed pitches to set up the fastball, and threw 2 of them by Riley. So now with nobody on base, Davis rolls on to face Yastrzemski.
Davis Martin trying to get through 6. Take a seat. What a night, Davis Martin.
6 innings, 6 strikeouts for Davis Martin. Sox bat in the bottom half of the 6th.
So 1 down after Montgomery retired, and some stirring out in the Atlanta bullpen.
Payoff pitch. Struck him out with a slider. Had him on the front foot. Weak swing at it. 2 down. Sale at 102 pitches, trying to finish off 6 innings. He hasn't had a 1-2-3 inning yet.
He has missed the fastball to the arm side multiple times when he's dialed it up.
For Chris Sale with his 103 pitch count now, maybe a little bit of an overthrow there. And while the velocity was still good at 98, he could not hit his spot. And at 103, Walt's going to come get him.
Chris Sale will exit trailing. He was good tonight, but Davis Martin a little better. It's 2-0 Sox. Top 7. Sean Newcomb at 2 down. That'll bring up Albies, who now bats.
Broken back grounder under the glove of Vargas. Headed to third is Mateo, and they're going to wave him home. And the Braves get on the board on a broken bat double or error. We'll see what it comes up with for Ozzie Albies.
How about the speed of Jorge Mateo, though, paying off here? You take any break that you can get. Right now, it looked like this was possibly going to be a ground out. And it just stayed down on Vargas right under the glove. Not his best footwork in that spot. Kind of got tangled up and just did not have a good read on the baseball, trying to stab at it.
Braves get an unearned run.
Bryan Hudson coming on, and he needs 3 quick ones. Mateo leads it off. He's had quite a night tonight.
Bouncer up the middle. Backhanded. Money draw. Throws one down.
Good solid play because Mateo can really run. Chase knew that and got rid of it very quickly.
The White Sox are 1 out away from wrapping up the series against the Braves.
Albies a home run threat. Turns around to the right side.
But in the end, with 2 outs, 1-run lead, the only thing that matters is you get the batter.
In a right. My drop. He gets there. White Sox with a 2-1 win over the Braves. They will win this series. And with a Cleveland loss, the White Sox are in first place in the AL Central for the first time since the final day.